Do you want a team of innovators to help you implement new technology into your classroom? Do you want to use podcasts to further enhance your teaching? Do you want to create a more engaging, differentiated space for your kids? Then my communication plan to implement podcasts into your current curriculum is the one for you. Hey there, my name is Nicole and I currently work for Ellendale Elementary in North Carolina. I am the music teacher there, and today I'm here to tell you a little bit about my communication plan to start incorporating podcasts into the classroom. So if you are looking for ways to further engage your students, if you are looking for ways to facilitate active listening in your classroom, and finding a new way to create differentiation into your classroom, then this is the communication plan for you. So let's jump right in. The perk to podcast is that there is a plethora of options. Whether you are a third grade teacher looking to add a podcast to talk about another element of social studies or math or science or reading, writing, whatever it may be, podcasts can be used to further that instruction. Also, if you're a PE teacher, if you are a music teacher like myself, a band director, a college professor, a technology director, it doesn't matter. There are ways that podcasts will benefit where you are and who you are to better engage the students in your room. We as educators want to remain current, right? Well, I believe that educators have a responsibility to remain current, and podcasts are the next thing. They are the current thing, and they are something that we can use to further engage students and connect something that has student interest to something that they need to learn. Aaron Wilkie discusses a 2019 study. Researchers found that 50% of people ages 12 and up in the United States had already listened to a podcast. And from the year 2017 to 2019, students, or young people, I should say, from 12 to 24 currently are listening to podcasts regularly. This has increased by 48% just within the past couple of years. As you can see, just based off this little bit of research that I'm providing for you now, it is the new thing. It is the new technology that students are really growing to love and relate to. And if we as teachers can find ways to engage students with things that interest them, then they will be more engaged with the instruction that you have and the standards that they need to learn. So, if you are a teacher who truly has complicated text that students are going to have to be engaged with or read and learn, Michael Godsey states in From Reading Rockets that podcasts allow students to practice their listening comprehension of complex texts that are both conversational and formal, and the corresponding transcripts that are included in a podcast enables students to confirm their success. This is a great way for students who are of any age group, whether they're in elementary through high school, or maybe they're pursuing their master's degree. We all of any age are having to read text at times that are especially challenging. Podcasts will allow your students to further understand the text that they are reading, but also confirm that they understand the text because there is a transcript included with many podcasts. So in this way, podcast provides differentiation and enhances student engagement. You can even differentiate how you use podcasts in your classroom. You don't have to just press play and have the students listen to it. For example, you may want students to listen to a podcast to just be informed about current events, or use it as a tool to facilitate classroom discussion after they've listened to the podcast. Or it could even be a writing prompt after the students have listened to the podcast. Another really great thing that if you're in the technology world that you could encourage your students to do is to create their own podcast. What a better way to learn how beneficial podcasts can be than a student to actually make one themselves. You may even, if they're younger, have students make a little team and let that be their podcast team. someone who writes the scripts, someone who is the narrator, someone who edits the podcast. All of these things build literacy and even digital literacy. So as you can see, there are so many ways that you can use podcasts, and I've only named just a few. But do you want to know one more major perk of podcasts? They're free. What teacher doesn't love a free resource? So no matter your age or that you're teaching, this is awesome because there are so many different options of genres of podcasts that you can choose or styles of podcasts that you can choose, and it won't even cost you a dime. So you've heard a little bit about podcasts. You've heard how it can further engage your students and facilitate active listening and increase literacy skills. But how do we put this awesome vision into action? Well, my team here at Ellendale Elementary, we want to help you with the communication plan that we have created. Our technology director, myself, and several other administrators and teachers have gotten together to further discuss how we could really use podcasts to help students learn. To start, we do want to include you with our professional development team. So we will be sending you several resources of professional development to train you up and help you see all the ways that podcasts will enhance your curriculum that you're already using. Also, we want to include you in all of the surveys that we're going to have our teachers, our students, and our parents answering. So throughout the year, you will receive periodic surveys from us that we would love for you to honestly fill out and also have your students honestly fill out. And then from there, we can analyze what you have said and find better ways if improvements need to be made in order for you to continue being successful in your classroom using podcasts. Our mission here at Ellendale Elementary and with this new communication plan is to be your biggest supporter. We want to help you along this journey and provide you with the materials, the resources, and all of the information that you need to get started and transform your classroom into the engaging and active learning environment that you have always wanted.